Welcome back to the channel. Down here at the scrapyard. Got a phone call about some good stuff down here. Pocket rocket. A little Baja 80 looks like. Or Baja 70. So I'm gonna pick this up. Thinking about this. We're gonna scope out the place. See if we can't find a couple engines real quick. They close in 10 minutes. So mopeds everywhere, man. So, time for me to search around, load stuff up, and I'll see you at the house. Sorry about the wind, so I just got home, got them unloaded. Found that rim to put on this bike. I'm pretty sure I have a spare rim for this one. Another 212 pocket rocket coming soon. Thinking about probably throwing a 110 5-speed on this. I got one in the house, so time to take and figure out which one I'm gonna work on first, and I'll bring you guys back. But I paid 35 bucks for the two of them, so let's get to it. Alright, I've been home for maybe 10-15 minutes since that last little clip. I noticed when I was rolling it over to the trailer that both handlebars are loose, so I'm about to tighten them up. As I walked in the garage, I found this back rim that has a sprocket on the other side over here. The rim's actually on backwards from where it's supposed to be stock. I could honestly find an engine, throw in here, and get this ready to ride back 2-stroke, but I got a 212. So, about to bend this over, bend this up, and yeah, I'll get to stuffing. So I found a tire. It's a 13 by 5 by 6. I'm gonna slap this on. I had to pull the breather cover off, remove the rear shock. I'm gonna have to cut out the old shock mount. Think about re-welding it up here in between these two. That way I can make it sit a little higher if I want. And then, I'm not sure if I'm going to put a 212 on it. I have a Robin engine, I think like 136, that might fit in here a little better. I already have a custom header for it. So, I'm going to pull that engine and bring it in after I get this tire on. Alright, got the tire on. Got torque converter sitting there. This here is the Robin engine. It's a 126, and with the way the head is designed, it will not fit down in between these two bars here. Well, me having to cut one or two out. So, I'm about to weld the shock mount here. I have this 212 here. I was using this one for mock-up, but this one runs, so I had to cut the throttle plate right here because it was a little too long, taking up a little too much space and interfering with this bar. So, but now to weld that up, the tire did not hold air. It's the next day. I put that on last night and it's flat, so I'm going to have to figure out why it leaked out all the air. Maybe some more bead seal might help. Not sure, but I'll address that later. Currently, it is time to put the shock back where it needs to be. I cut it out off camera. I'm going to have to fix part of the frame because I nicked it a little bit with my cutoff wheel. No biggie. Just a little bit of weld, grind down, and call it good. I have a body for it. I'm going to have to find a different handlebar or a set of handlebars, because these ones are a little stripped out, and the other one, there's a pre-welded nut on the inside of this pipe in both spots, and for the other side they're both broke off, missing. So it might just be easier to switch these handlebars out for a different set. But enough talking, time to weld. doesn't look the best right now. So I had it sitting flat, like in the last clip, but the suspension was bottoming out and it was sitting really low. So I angled it like this, and now we have plenty of suspension travel, nothing hitting, plenty of ground clearance. So I just gotta flip it over, weld the bottom, grind it all down. And then I did cut the piece that goes here. It's over on the other side of the garage because I got angry and threw the whole bike, to be honest. So next I'm gonna cut these off because they're in the way of the turning radius. No bueno. Probably gonna cut this plate off just because I don't care for it. And then I need to buy a sprocket in the morning. So I'll catch you guys then. Alrighty, it's the next day. I got the sprocket. They didn't have a 30. That's what I ran last time. I'm looking for a little more top speed and a little less takeoff. So I was going to go for a 25. They had a 24. I had to take my Dremel to the inside of this to bore it out a little bit. Take angle grinder to this. That way they will now fit together. Now for me to weld it in place, put it back on the rim, make some spacers, get my engine all lined up, figure out where I need to drill the holes, get my engine mounted, gas tank, handlebars. So one thing at a time. First this. Well, I forgot to do some recording, so tank is on, seat is on, engine is mounted, handlebars are on. This is my throttle for now. It was just working. I don't know what happened to it. Now it's acting all funny. It was just working fine. Oh, throttle linkage just coming loose down in here. Let's see. That nut, you can barely see it right here. It's coming loose. So I'm going to tighten that up so this isn't so fidgety. But there's no throttle and idle. There's wide open, so I don't like how much slop's in here, so I'll be fixing that. Skateboard seat for now. Homemade header. Does shoot flames. I started up the engine and tested it. Went to go do a little test ride, but the chain started loosening up. So I put a chain tensioner on that side and on that side. So now we should be all set for a test ride. I'm currently looking for a kill switch to wire up to this wire here. So kill switch, brakes, and fix the throttle lever. That's a little jank. So next clip, I'll probably be doing a test ride, so stay tuned. Alright, time for a test ride. Changed out the carburetor completely because I had a new one laying on the shelf. No brakes, no rear caliper or rotor at all. It has a front rotor, no caliper, torque converter. Hopefully the chain stays on. I'm gonna go for a top speed run. Oh man, this light out here. It's 33 degrees out. What is it doing? Reset. Alright, let's go. Hopefully the bike wants to run. Didn't want to idle for me when I tried yesterday. No kill switch either. Oh yeah, choke off. Well, governor kept wanting to kick in, and that is not cool. So, time to take her inside and pull out the governor, because that is not okay with me. I don't like that. Don't like it at all. So we'll be right back for a test ride. 25 mile an hour. That's pathetic. Yeah. Governor delete. Parts everywhere, big mess. But we got it opened up in time for that little plastic gear right there to come out. You're gone. Eviction notice has been served. That oil was nasty and needed to be changed anyway, so we're just helping it out. Definitely need oil change after what I'm about to do to it. Be right back with it out. Alright, so there's the governor. First you pull this off, exposing this washer, pull that off. There's a little piece of metal down in there. It's like a lock collar. Just use a flat screwdriver and hammer on it a bunch and pull it out with pliers. Behind this is this little washer. You gotta get that out. I use this here magnet. Made it a little easier, so there it is. No more governor. I'll push this arm back over. Get that all figured out where I want to set it. Some people pull them out and cut them off. I might try to wiggle this one out and then cut it and then put it back. So let's get to that. There it is. The armature used to come down from here and over. Got it out, cut it off, put it back in. Now to put the washer and the little clip back up here. Put my throttle arm back on, get that adjusted where it needs to be. Put the side cover on. Pull the shock off, pull the valve cover off. Make sure the valves are still on properly. And then should be able to go for another ride and do a little more than 25. Sorry about the wind, guys. It's a bad one out today. Quite windy, but we're gonna do a test ride anyways. Last time it was 38 miles an hour with a governor delete. I took the overdrive bushing out. Let's see.
51. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see if she'll fire back up. Need new front bearings for the gooseneck for sure. One-handed. Nope. We ran out of gas. Alright, guys, short push home. Yeah, 51 miles an hour though on the little pocket rocket. Well, back at the house. It is out of gas. 51 mile an hour. It's a 212 governor delete open header. .24 tooth. Straight pipe's nice and hot. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay tuned.